You know what I mean?
Cold World Killer.
You feel me?
Know what it is, man.
That time.
Almost time.
Sheesh.
Cameron just dropped a bombshell. He's suing JCole over their track, Ready 24. This joint was featured on Cole's Might Delete album that came out last year, right in the middle of the whole Kendrick Lamar versus Drake chaos. Remember how Cole pulled that one track that was supposedly aimed at Kendrick? Fans thought we were about to witness a three-way lyrical war, but then boom, it vanished. Still, the album included Ready 24, featuring Cameron, a remake of the classic Diplomatic Immunity track, Ready. I used to bump that original heavy, and yeah, I remember that clip of them vibing together in the studio. But now, things are getting messy. Cameron claims he wasn't properly paid and that JCole has been dodging him on business matters. According to TMZ, what started in the booth is now ending up in court. Cam says he laid down lyrics and dropped a verse on Ready 24 under one condition, that Cole would either jump on one of Cam's future projects or appear on his hit podcast, It Is What It Is. Cam says that 2 years after recording the track back in 2022, Cole never followed through. Between July 2023 and April 2024, Cam claims he kept reaching out, but Cole allegedly kept saying he was unavailable for the podcast. Even worse, the Promise Music collab never happened despite Cam trying to make it work. Now, with court papers filed and tensions high, it looks like this rap brotherhood just turned into a full-blown legal showdown. Cameron isn't playing around. He wants the judge to officially name him co-author of Ready 24 and force a full money breakdown so he can collect his share, which he claims is over $500,000. TMZ says they've seen the court docs, and this case is the real deal. JCole's camp hasn't responded yet, but fans are already buzzing about how wild this situation just got. Honestly, nobody saw this coming. It sounds like Cam saying, bro, if you were really rocking with me, why switch up now? Maybe it wasn't about the money at first. Maybe it was about respect and loyalty. From what's out there, Cam didn't seem pressed about the bag, the feature price, or even Cole reusing that classic concept with Cam's verse and vocals. But when someone promises collaboration and then ghosts you, that's when things change real quick. Now Cam's demanding transparency. He wants to see the receipts. If they made money off a song he helped shape, he wants what's his. He's saying they created it together, especially since the whole Ready idea goes way back to Dipset's Diplomatic Immunity days in 2003, when the crew was untouchable and New York was theirs. It's not just about a check, it's about credit, legacy, and keeping it real in a game where loyalty's getting harder to find. Now, from my point of view, I kind of see both sides of this. Sometimes when artists collab, it's just off mutual respect. No contracts, no cash talk, just love for the culture. You know how it goes. Bro, you don't gotta pay me for a feature, it's all love. That type of energy keeps hip-hop real and organic. But when you move like that, there's usually an understanding, if I show up for you, you show up for me. So if someone doesn't return that favor, it starts to feel grimy real fast. It's like, wait, you were just using me the whole time? And that's probably how Cam feels. He's thinking, we built this track together, I gave you my verse, my energy, my creative spark, and you turn around and act like it was all yours? Nah, that doesn't sit right. Cam's not just chasing clout. He's saying this was a real collaboration. So if Cole dropped the ball on the follow-up or ducked out of the deal, then business gotta get involved now. Cam's reportedly even coming for the label, since they're the ones holding the bag from whatever the song made. If he's not listed right, he's gonna want that cut. And who can blame him? Still, I'm curious to see how this unfolds. Maybe JCole had communication issues or label pressure, who knows? Cam will probably break it all down on It Is What It Is, and you already know that episode's gonna go viral. People are already comparing this to that Drake lawsuit, but honestly, it's two totally different lanes. If it were me, I might have just brushed it off, but I get why Cam's standing on business this time. It's like Cam saying, bro, you really did me dirty. If it all happened the way he claims, then yeah, JCole might have moved foul. It's that feeling of you didn't keep it real with me. Like you came up with this idea, got my energy involved, then just ran off and did your own thing. In the music world, that kind of move happens more than people think. But when it hits close to home, it stings different. Cam's whole message seems to be, if you're gonna switch up, at least keep it 100. Be honest, say what it is. Don't play games behind the scenes. Some artists would just brush it off, say, go make your bread, I'm good either way, and move smart the next time. They just mentally note who's solid and who's not, then keep it pushing without the drama. But Cam, he's built different right now. He's not just letting it slide, he's saying, nah, I want my money, I want the business right. He's looking at that track, seeing it's still pulling in serious numbers and probably thinking, why should everyone else eat off my work while I get nothing? Word is, he might have had people check what the song's bringing in. And once he saw those numbers, that's when it clicked. Now, instead of waiting for Cole to come through on the podcast or make things right, Cam's like, forget it, I'll see you in court. It's all about getting that check and making sure respect comes with it. Now, with all this unfolding, people online are going crazy. Some backing Cam, others saying JCole wouldn't move like that. But one thing's for sure, this lawsuit just cracked open a whole new convo about industry loyalty. When two respected rappers like Cameron and Cole get tangled in court, it makes everyone wonder how many other collabs out there got messy behind the scenes. Fans are digging up that old studio footage, pointing out how everything looked solid back then. Laughs, handshakes, mutual respect. Nobody would have guessed it would end up like this. Some are saying Cam's just handling business like a grown man, while others think he's overreacting. But let's be real. When money and credit are on the line, friendships can get tested fast. There's even talk that this might make other artists more cautious when it comes to friendly collabs. Those handshake deals and verbal promises don't mean much once real dollars start rolling in. Now, everybody's watching to see how JCole responds. Will he settle quietly, or is he gonna fight it out and protect his name? Cam seems ready for the smoke though. Word is, he's confident he can prove his part in creating Ready 24, from the lyrics to the concept. And if he wins, this could set a whole new precedent for how artists handle their creative splits. The Dipset legend clearly isn't just chasing a bag, he's defending his legacy. So now, all eyes are on Cole. Will he make peace with Cam, or will this turn into one of the biggest rap business battles of the year? Either way, the tension's real, and hip-hop's about to see how loyalty and paperwork really mix. What's wild is how quiet JCole's been through all this. No public response, no statement from Dreamville, nothing. That silence got fans guessing everything from legal strategy to guilt. Some folks think Cole's just staying calm to avoid adding fuel to the fire, while others believe he's hoping it'll fade away if he keeps ignoring it. But come on, with Cam going full steam ahead, this story's not going anywhere anytime soon. Meanwhile, Cam's been moving like a man on a mission. Sources close to him say he's not just focused on the money, it's about principle. He feels like he brought his energy, his voice, his Harlem flair to Ready 24, and now everyone's eating off it but him. That's personal. And if you know anything about Cam, you know he doesn't take disrespect lightly, especially when it comes to business. Fans are already debating whether this could damage Cole's good guy image. For years, he's been seen as one of the few rappers who keeps it real and doesn't get caught in drama. So this lawsuit hits different. It's like the internet's torn between the humble lyricist and the hustler who might have cut corners. And let's not forget, this isn't just some indie dispute. We're talking about two heavyweights with real cultural impact. Cam helped shape early 2000s hip-hop, while Cole represents the modern generation of conscious rap. To see them clash over something like this is disappointing but fascinating at the same time. Now, fans are bracing for what's next, a statement, a settlement, or maybe even a diss record. Because if Cam decides to take it to wax, oh, it's gonna shake the industry. This situation's proof that even in 2025, business and brotherhood still don't always mix. See, that's the thing. JCole rarely does interviews or podcasts, especially casual ones. So when Cam says Cole Curve, it is what it is, it hit different. Because let's be honest, that platform isn't about trying to trap people or stir up drama. They would have let Cole come through, vibe, chill, and speak his truth without pressure. Nobody was gonna grill him or push him into wild questions, especially not about his peers. But maybe the timing was just off. During that whole Kendrick versus Drake war, Cole probably didn't want to face those tough questions like, why didn't you clap back at Kendrick? You could tell he was staying out of that energy completely, so yeah, maybe he was ducking interviews back then, not just Cam's. Still, from Cam's side, it probably looked like Cole was dodging him specifically, and that's what sparked this tension. Now, Cam's fans are saying it's just business, while others are dragging this into that whole Drake lawsuit talk. But let's be real, this ain't the same thing at all. Drake's situation came from a rap battle gone wrong. Cole and Cam's is about paperwork, promises, and respect, totally different lanes. And before we move on, let's give flowers where they're due. Diplomatic Immunity was a straight-up classic. That sound, that energy, that era, unforgettable. Even the sequel went crazy. I remember blasting those records every day. Pure Harlem greatness. No matter how this plays out, Ready 24 just reminded everyone how legendary that Dipset foundation really was. Man, I still remember that J.R. Writer verse like it dropped yesterday's. Jake the Snake, all our rock was bathing apes. That line alone had the whole block quoting him. The swagger, the flow, the confidence, pure Harlem energy. And that bar, you ain't never wearing none, I'm a pimp girl, get it through your eardrums. Legendary. I can still hear that delivery in my head, sharp and slick. Back in those early 2000s days, Dipset had the streets on fire. The pink furs, the jewels, the punchlines, that whole movement was untouchable. Every track felt like a moment. Every verse had flavor. That era built so many fans who still ride for Cam and the crew today. No doubt about it, that was a golden time for hip hop, straight attitude, fashion, and bars, all in one. But hey, stay locked in, because this story ain't done yet. More heat's coming, more truths unfolding, and you already know we got more killer content on the way.